Welcome to the Eagle's Eye, your bird's eye view on Liberty-related news.
We're your hosts, Emily.
And Big K.
Today's date is May 1st, and some of the topics in this episode include
P3, a baseball training facility.
A look at this year's annual Swofford game.
A special peek at the Liberty Gala.
A hot listen at teachers being roasted.
And the second to last look of the production of Hadestown and all the hard work they put into it.
Happy end of April, Eagles.
I hope everyone has had just as good as an Easter as I have.
Yeah, how does it feel to have your last home Easter before college?
Honestly, it really came just as fast as it went. And honestly, it feels so surreal to have my last Easter in the house because, life gets really crazy after high school.
Speaking of fast,
our annual Fastball for First Responders game will be coming up Friday, May 2nd, against Fort Zewalt North.
So make sure to join us to throw some strikes for our fellow first responders.
It takes a lot of skill to be good at baseball, although a lot of people make it look really easy.
Well, let's take a look at one of the best baseball training facilities in the area called P3.
Bigger, faster, stronger. These are all attributes that you can gain while training a premier pitching performance. This company started in 2014 and strives to build up new or experienced athletes. P3 offers a variety of options for players to choose from to become better, not just as an athlete, but as a person.
Our mission is to provide players and coaches with resources, tools, and information for them to be the best version of themselves that they can be.
Although Graves built P3 to what it is today, it wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for the coaching staff that works every day with the athletes. High school pitching coordinator Jacob Classbill is one of the many coaches that trains the athletes to help them succeed every day on and off the field.
It's just in the short time that I've been here, I know I've gotten better as a coach. My understanding of how to develop pitchers has grown. So overall, it's been an absolute blast.
Thanks to Classbill and coaches like him, incoming high school athletes can succeed at a higher level. Jack Tonsing is an example of one of those athletes. Tonsing has been going to P3 for 4 years and has gained lots of attributes that he can take out on the field to keep working on his game.
A lot better from when I started. I feel more prepared when I'm on the mound and confident.
While P3 is mainly focused on getting the younger kids ready for high school and college ball, they also pay attention to the college kids and even kids out of college that are getting ready to try and make it to the big leagues. Some of whom have taken jobs at P3 while they train to not only help themselves, but help the brand.
So right now I'm getting my training in, but I am helping out Brett a lot with the social media side of things. So a lot of people see me around here every other week shooting content with my camera, just helping promote the brand, getting action shots of guys throwing in here, doing their lifting, stuff like that.
Premier Pitching and Performance is a growing brand that continues to help all athletes from elementary school all the way up to the big leagues train like champions.
Wow, there's so many ways to get better at that facility.
I'm sure it's great to be a good athlete, but we should also acknowledge people who are great in their own way.
Here at Liberty, we are hosting our second annual Liberty Legends ceremony.
Liberty Legends is when each teacher nominates a student who has shown exceptional achievements in our school.
These students are this year's teachers' picks to represent Liberty as a whole this year.
And Kay, correct me if I'm wrong, but you won Liberty Legends last year.
Yes, I was, and I was beyond blessed to be a part of something at this school that was bigger than just myself. And honestly, I'm thankful that my teachers had the kind of confidence in me and the faith in me to be a representative for the school.
Well, not the same can be said for other students as they voiced their opinions on some of the teachers here at Liberty right before the annual Swofford game.
These funny jokes between teachers and students had us pumped, but it was all love and respect at the end of the day, of course.
Let's see what some students here at Liberty really think about their teachers.
McFadden, you need to stop wearing sleeveless shirts because you have small muscles.
Luda's hair looks like his son cut it.
Your teaching style is like a Shakespearean play. Long, confusing, and I'm still trying to figure out what the point was. Aww.
McFadden couldn't beat Turan one-on-one, which is a lie. Anyone can beat Turan one-on-one.
Luda, you set the school record in high school for red cards and technicals.
I hate the Steelers.
Luda, if you lose disown you. I don't know how they got my mom's name.
And here I thought students were supposed to like their teachers.
I know, remind me to never get on any of the bad side of these students.
But on a more serious note, we had the votes for STUCO president and vice president last Friday.
And the votes are in.
Your new STUCO president is, drumroll please, Chandler Hertz.
And your new vice president is Kylie Richardson.
Congratulations to Chandler and Kylie on all you guys' exceptional work. And we're super excited to see what you guys bring next year.
And it was also exciting to watch how close the seniors came to getting their first win in the Swofford game.
We came so close, but yet so far.
Let's take a peek at what happened at this year's annual Swofford game.
The Swofford game is an annual basketball fundraiser that teachers and students play for a chance to raise money for a college scholarship. 2 lucky winners will be awarded $1,000. The winner will be announced May 15th during Senior Scholarship Night. Every year, the students believe they will take home the win, but the staff always comes out on top. This year was no different. Mr. Ludicky and Mr. Soderman led the staff team to a 53-40 victory, making it 8 wins in a row for the teachers.
Just continue to do what we do. Run the floor as quick as we can, score as many buckets as we can. We know the seniors are going to have to sub, but yeah, just coming in and playing good defense and then transition. The teachers were always very confident. We believe in ourselves, so yeah, it was a good year.
Ludicky was named MVP after he helped put the staff ahead 24-14 at halftime. The students made it interesting in the second half. They got within 3 points but couldn't get any closer.
I had a great time. I know everybody else had a great time, so I just think it's a great thing to come out and compete against our staff, kind of have a little trash talk and stuff, so it was a fun time. Me, Soderman, Luda, Zane, and Jake, J-Rob, we've all been talking like maybe 3 months about this game, just trash talking back and forth, saying you guys suck, whatever. And so it was just fun to kind of come out here and compete and just, overall have fun against our staff and our coaches. So, yeah.
The annual game is named after Wentzville teacher and coach Scott Swofford, who passed away in the 2000s. Scott Swofford's wife, Runa Swofford, attended the game and helped to organize the event. The game is played at each of the 4 Wentzville high schools.
It's just the most wonderful time because all the excitement and everything that goes on, like just at this game, is exactly his personality. And he would be thrilled knowing all of this is going right back to the students and the scholarships. So this is my favorite.
This is Anthony Fonseca signing out for the Eagle's Eye.
That was a crazy game, guys.
But another year for the teachers winning seems to prevail.
I will say, some of the seniors had some pretty amazing plays, and they really stepped up to the plate.
Sitting on the sidelines was a very entertaining game to watch.
I'm glad I was able to be a part of it before my high school experience was all over.
On the topic of the end of high school careers, the Board of Education held a town hall meeting to decide when the last day of school will be.
Seniors' last day of school will be May 20th, and the rest of the school will follow May 23rd.
And one of the final events to look forward to for the end of this year will be the Liberty Art Show Gala.
Let's take a peek into the Liberty Art Gala.
The Liberty Gala is an art show hosted yearly by the Fine Arts Program. It features artists of many specialties, including painting, sculpting, music, and many more. Students spend hours preparing for the opportunity to show off their hard work and skill to everyone attending.
It's one of those times that we as a group can actually be collaborative in what we're doing. We're all very different people, and even though we teach different, the same subjects in some hands, we are very different people, and we do have the one thing in common is that we like to share and we like to work together. We don't have a lot of those opportunities being divided up and having a lot of, I have a group of students, they have a group of students. So it's a way that we can come together and work. And then as far as, theater, music, we're all in the same wheelhouse to where, we are in a way creating and displaying that talent. And it's just what I enjoy about it, and I'm sure the others do as well, is that we get to come together and show our likeness and not our differences.
This year's theme is Bloom, with the central idea being around nature and the coming of spring. One of the big exhibits are the umbrellas. 100 umbrellas are being decorated for the gala by students who are able to incorporate many different artistic mediums. On the day of the gala, all 100 umbrellas will get hung upside down in the 600 hallway, being a nod to the common saying, April showers bring May flowers.
My teacher, Miss Middendorf, she was like, hey, I think that you should do this. And I'm like, why? And she's like, well, your artwork is stunning. I've had you for like 3-4 years, your whole high school life. Please do it. And I was like, okay. I was really skeptical at first because it was really big. It was probably the biggest project I've ever taken on. And so I was like, okay, fire, let me do it. And I just popped off, honestly.
The Liberty Gala provides the opportunity to many student artists to show off their work in a way they wouldn't be able to before, and is a great way to see all the artistic skill Liberty has. You can attend on Wednesday, April 30th, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. in the Liberty Theater at no cost. This is Kay Cooper with the Eagle's Eye, signing off.
It still amazes me how creative these students here at Liberty really are.
I know what you mean. I could never come up with some of the ideas these students do.
Tell me about it. I have trouble drawing stick figures sometimes.
I'm sure some of you students could give you some advice.
Like how to draw a straight line?
You're not the only one who struggles.
Well, I'm sure I wasn't the only one struggling to figure out an outfit for Spirit Week for prom.
It was so fun to see all the different takes student and faculty had on the different days, like student-teacher swap.
Yes, Ms. Dubsky had looked incredible as Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite. I loved her costume.
In addition to costumes, Hadestown performed April 24th through April 26th, and it was amazing to see all the hard work that went into this play.
Let's take a look into the production of Hadestown and how much hard work they actually put into it.
As opening night for Hadestown grows nearer, cast and crew get ready for the show's big opening night. Mac Barnes, who plays Eurydice, reflects on the show so far, while also looking forward to the show's Liberty debut.
I've definitely found my confidence. I feel like Eurydice is such a mentally challenging character because she goes through so much in this show, and it's really easy to just kind of play it off as suffering the entire time, but it's not. And as an actor, we hate watching. We love to act like we're suffering on stage, but the audience finds it incredibly boring. So it's really hard to kind of find that fine line to where showing her journey, but also doing something original.
Sebastian Tabers, who plays Hades himself, has worked hard throughout the show to really make the show's namesake character his own.
Honestly, it was a lot of just research online, talking to people, see what they wanted to what they perceived Hades as. It was a lot of hearing the songs from different people. Obviously everybody knows the main cast, but hearing people who played Hades as a baritone really helped me a lot for my interpretation of Hades, especially in How Long.
Tyler Buck, who plays Orpheus, navigates the prerequisites of the character, which required him to jump into unfamiliar territory with his acting.
Yeah, so I do a lot of theater, so I'm used to doing singing while dancing. That's kind of something I've been training for a while, but one of the new things, I've never really played guitar or accompanied myself on stage, so that's something new I was kind of working towards. It took me a hot second to learn all the chords and the finger picking. It's kind of confusing at first, but once you kind of get into a pattern of it, and then after I learned the basics of the guitar, you have to learn how to act while you're playing.
Join us next time as we take you through opening night of Hadestown.
That's all for this episode.
Shout out to all the work our reporters put into these videos. They work so hard to produce the best content possible.
And thank you to all of our advisors and editors for all the hard work they put in. This wouldn't have been possible without them.
If you want more quality news, visit LHStoday.org and follow @LHS Publications on Instagram and follow our Twitter @LHSJern.
Make sure to tune into the next episode of The Eagle's Eye for your update on Liberty-related news.
We'll see you next episode for the last show of this year.
Peace, Eagles.